Aha. Better watch out for those 10 billion butterfly sneezes. That's great. I just realized it's not what I thought was ideal because it cuts me off right in the middle. Not a bad thing. In fact, that's something I've been working on, cutting myself off, right in the middle sometimes, when I'm on a tack that is just not helpful. I used to feel compelled to continue, and specifically when I open my mouth, which I do a lot, in case you hadn't noticed, I open my mouth and something comes out. It might not be what I meant at all. And I used to feel compelled to either defend it or to explain it away and say, oh, I didn't mean that, I meant something else. And then I meant something else. And, oh no, and to clarify, let me clarify what I just said when I was trying to clarify the original thing. So now we're into second order clarification. Well, or you could think of it as parentheses, okay, I'm talking about something. Oh, but by the way, there's this thing that came up. And, oh, what I mean by this thing is, and then under this, why did I say this rather than that, etc. So you can imagine, like 29 nested parentheses, except, well, you got the 29 parentheses on the left, and you're, somewhere along, I don't know, to the second or third, or maybe the 18th, whatever, unnesting, the other side, and then you realize that the person that you're talking to is snoring away, and why are you explaining this to them anyway? Because you didn't really need to know. I mean, you didn't care. You just happened to start to say something that didn't really make sense, and now you're off on this whole long explanation about how you really want to make sense, and when in fact you just need to say, I think it's good enough. So anyway, I need help in that. And parroting is, well, if I would say, if you were to ask me, what is the most significant, the thing that stands out the most, especially from, say, the earlier time in your parroting career, not that it's a career, but it's something that goes on. It's a practice, your parroting practice. So what was one of the most salient lessons that you learned from parroting? And, well, I would say it's exactly about that subject of learning to stop. And it went through many iterations, and it's continuing because, well, I actually don't believe in stopping too soon. I think that the way that is more likely to... If I'm going to stand back there, there's no sense in it. Oh, I can't go... Forgetting. I'm going to do it now. It's really time. This has come up many times. The last time I turned it up, I looked at the fan. And what did I see? The fan brought on a fantasy. A fantasy. Now I would find what just happened to be unusual. No, not so unusual. Amazing. Interesting. Mysterious. Why? Of all the things that I could have had rhyme with C, the first word that came to mind was a fan to see. But when I first came to mind, it wasn't a fan to see, it was a fantasy, because I was thinking about the rhyme, and I was a little upset because I don't like to rhyme with the exact same sounds. C and C, those rhyme? Well, I guess they do. I guess I could actually say C and then Z, fantasy. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. It's only to say that I was thinking about the C part, fantasy, and it was only later that I realized that's the way our minds work, our minds work, our minds work. That's the way our minds work. I saw the fan, and then I needed the fan to see. I needed the fan to see. I needed the fan to see what goes on in my mind, why I think of certain words rather than other words. That is why you have to do. Oh, I know what I want to do now. You're gonna have to excuse the fact that this is gonna look terrible. What is happening right now? You're gonna just have to excuse, the fact that I am doing something that I've never done before. Well, that's the way everything is these days. And that is just that. Ooh, stop it, you. That is just that. That is just that. Now, am I going to, this time I can't do it this way. I've been through this. There's a reason why there's a problem here. It makes it be so, no. How about this way? Oh, that's better. I'm getting better. There we go. Now, finally. It's a little slanted, but that's just too, there's something I can't adjust for that slant. So tough. You're just going to have to live with it. Whoa! Where is my hat? Oh, you're just going to have to wait. Sorry. I'm coming, but I have to go all the way around. Here I come. Coming, dear.